Sounds good.
David, will you let me into the lobby?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I should probably open my character sheet.
Nah.
I don't think you're gonna need it. The session's gonna be pretty chill. Not a lot of combat, I'm guessing.
You think?
Yeah,
I feel like we're gonna talk our way out of this, guys. Come on.
That sounds like a charmed Rez would say.
No need to fight, guys. Come on. They seem pretty
There's
cool.
something
This is where
severely
Rez
wrong with
starts
Rez.
saying, "Why can't we be friends?"
Yeah. Guys, they seem pretty chill. Okay, let's just not do this. If you just surrender and you let him eat a few of us, it'll go over much better than fighting back.
Mhm.
I'm not confident I believe that.
Come on, who could
All
say
right.
no to that faith?
All right, Gary is converted.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Come on, Gary, back me up.
Of course. These dragons are our friend, not food.
There's 2 people charmed.
Mhm.
Yes.
Lovely.
One of them's hasted.
Oh, that's awful.
But we're currently not under any orders.
Yeah, we don't
to
have
do
any
anything.
orders.
How bad?
Well, you can drop concentration on haste anytime, and that would actually.
It's actually a very good thing because you can disable me for a turn if the need arises.
Well, that would also drop it for Rosie because you can't have dual concentration.
That's true.
Is Rosie hasted?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Although I am behind an unsee-throughable wall, and I don't think AAA knows that I'm possessed.
That's a good point.
Well, AAA's on the far side of the wall. Everybody else is in front of it, I think.
We are on opposite sides of the wall. That's all I know.
I think Rosie is on Dagram's shoulders.
I assume you got off my shoulders.
Nope, still on there.
Oh.
I don't remember her dismounting.
I don't remember dismounting either.
See, Black Dragon stuck in Wall of Force bubble. Rez and Gary are charmed. Rez and Rosie are hasted. Green Dragon has Wall of Thorns across the middle of the room. Black Dragon has a darkness bubble near the entrance. One cauldron is lit, but has been punctured with a through and through shot from Rosie and has been leaking for 2 rounds.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Also-
and the Black Dragon has a darkness bubble at the back.
You said that.
Okay.
As indicated by this light.
Yes.
Which light is that?
Then well, just all these circle of light.
The fire light because they don't have a darkness bubble yet.
There you go. Oh, you're waiting for David.
All I can see is the apartment.
Jacob needs in David.
Somebody summon you.
Jacob want in.
Huzzah!
Wait a minute.
Oh god, boss music.
Good music?
Yeah.
I don't hear any music.
There was something.
It's not even a music bot.
There's... Okay, it's not music, it's ambience.
I do keep Tailspire muted, so that might...
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. So, if everybody is ready,
I'm ready.
let's start out. All right. So, to recap last session, not too much happened. As we had a short session last session, just like this session. Long story short, you guys dealt with the priestess very quickly before Rez could have any relationship opportunities with her. You guys dealt with all the Nagas here, but despite as quickly as you dealt with the priestess, she was still able to summon her lord, the Green Dragon, who also brought along the shadow that was described, the Black Dragon. After you guys finished them, you had started to see signs of layer actions. Like the room is currently pitch black. You can see with dark vision. However, I do see, or I do have highlighted with a kind of fire circle. That is a darkness bubble, and a wall of thorns sprung up from the green dragon. He also has Gary and Resvila charmed. They currently have not been given any orders yet, but that is where they are currently at. Rez is also hasted from a twinned haste spell. Both Rez and Rosie are affected by that. The black dragon is in a wall of force bubble, preventing him from doing anything for the time being. And Odrin is looking a little rough, but he is still enraged as a giant version of himself. So we are going to be starting at the beginning of the round. Does anybody have any questions before we begin combat? Again, or continue combat.
Nothing for me.
Who's next in combat round?
Starting at the top.
Starting at the top will be Gary, but before that happens, you and Resvila are going to get whisperings in your mind coming from the green dragon. Take care of those who you care for the most. Dispose of them. That is your command.
Okay. And Gary's up first.
What's up?
Gary is first in turn order.
Headphones. You need headphones.
Well.
That's a good question. Who does Gary like the most out of the party?
I think this is going to be sad.
Oh, he just told.
Is there any?
Gary.
There's no chance to resist this. I just have to kill somebody.
Let's see.
I was about to say, is this like a dominate person effect?
This is a charm. Let's see.
So it's more of a suggestion.
I was gonna say, if it's charm, isn't it like if it's something you don't want to do, you can try to resist it?
It says they're charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it, and the charm effect is they can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects, and the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. But charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. So, well, you don't necessarily have to by the charm effect. You don't really seem to have much other reason to hurt your friend here.
I will follow his orders.
Okay.
And I will attack him.
That's who you care about most.
He's my friend, right?
Is he your best friend?
It's a friendly acquaintance.
Well, charm says you cannot attack the charmer.
You just told me to attack the Gary's gonna look at him very confused.
Like, what do you want from me, dude?
love you.
He is regarded as a friendly acquaintance. Not your best friend.
I don't think Gary would follow through with that if there's nothing forcing him to attack someone.
Okay, fair enough.
Weakling.
But you will see him oh, that could be. No. I think he's gonna get behind a nearby column.
Okay. This would be the closest one available that isn't walled off from roots.
And he's going to smack his head a little bit.
All right. What you trying to do with the smacks?
Nothing. It's totally flavor.
All right.
Slap at his cheeks.
Consider it a waste of a turn.
All right. Not going to say no to that. So that brings us to Dan. You notice Gary just kind of ran and didn't really do much on his turn.
Yeah, Gary, but he's like trying to rouse himself. He's like, okay, that's something. What is Rez doing?
Looking at the dragon.
Who's Rez glaring at to kill?
Affectionately.
Rez is looking around at the party.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna dispel magic on Rez.
On Rez?
Yes.
I mean,
And
I
hopefully-
feel like I have not done anything that would indicate that I'm betraying the party here. I'm just looking around.
You have said multiple times that you think the dragon is a friend.
Yeah, you said some sus stuff about the dragon,
That is true.
and you also didn't punch
Before
him last turn.
Wait, you're talking about before the session started?
No. Last
No,
session,
last
you were
turn.
talking about it.
Yeah, last turn Rez was saying shit, and then she didn't attack the dragon. Something's up, and Gary's also not attacking the dragon.
That is true. That did happen last session.
All right, fine. Do what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna.
Definitely you showed your cards that there was something weird going on.
Something's fucking. I don't like it.
I did too as well.
Gary's resisting, but Rez worries me, so I'm casting Dispel Magic on Rez.
Okay. Let's see.
My goal is to target the magical effect that is charming her, if it is on her.
Okay.
Would that end haste?
Well,
You can only pick
I'm not
one
targeting
effect.
haste.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
only
Oh.
target one effect.
Although it might not be a spell. It might
Well, it
just be
doesn't
an
have to be a
ability.
spell.
Well, for what it's worth, it is not a it is not a spell. It's more just you were affected, like I had described previously when you had the green dragon blood and you started glowing green, and Dan was able to dispel that. So it's more that you're dispelling than the charm, which that will get rid of the charm because you're no longer affected by that.
Okay, I do have some bad news.
What's that?
So choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell 4th level or higher on
Oh.
the target, make an ability check using the spellcasting ability.
That would take out haste then.
Yeah. Sorry, Rez.
And Rosie. Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, I'm not dispelling it on Rosie.
I mean, it's dispelling the effect.
I'm dispelling it on you. You are no longer affected by haste. And whatever else you're affected by.
Yeah, I guess it only ends it on a target. It's not countering the spell.
Yeah, the spell is still going for another person.
But it does break
Right.
the haste.
It does break haste.
I mean, yeah, that's what you're doing, Dan.
That is my turn, or that is my action for sure. And then with my turn, I'm gonna fucking scurry behind another pillar.
Okay.
I got my fast boots on. I'm
You got
hiding
your
from the
boots,
dragon.
yes. So, Rez, you feel magical effects swarm out of you, kind of like a pulsing magic as you watch it swirl around you and fade into glitter above your heads as you suddenly feel a lot more clear and less favorably opinioned about this green dragon. You also feel fucking tired.
Yeah. Well, I'll be back in an hour. When my actual turn comes around.
That will bring us to the green dragon here. He already did his poison. breath. Last turn, he does get for it. Alright. Got that. I think he is going to... going to move around Odrin. Facing guys. That. Taking him. I think he's going to bite at, or not bite. He's going to claw at Odrin, and then he will. Yeah, he will bite as well. See if Odrin can take a pummeling.
Yeah, fuck Odrin.
Look out, Odrin.
Okay, that's 2 hits and a miss. Okay. Odrin's looking not so great after those 2 hits. And that is, I believe, all he's going to do on his turn. So that will bring us to AAA.
Okay, can I see where Gary is?
Gary, you cannot. He is behind a wall of thorns that are 10 feet high. You cannot see through them. He's on the other side.
I'm about to get around them.
You would have to go around them or fly over them. That's what Dagram and Rosie did.
You can see the dragon.
Yes, the dragon is visible.
Give me 1 sec.
To be fair, Dispel Magic does not require a line of sight. It just says pick a thing within range.
Oh, cool. What's the range on?
120 feet.
Cool. I will use Dispel Magic on Gary.
Right.
Is he 24 tiles from AAA?
He's plenty from within range.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep. Okay. So, AAA, you wind up your Dispel Magic on Gary. Gary, you suddenly are much more negatively opinioned of the Green Dragon as you once were. You watch magic twirl around you before evaporating above your head.
Oh.
Anything else? You got AAA.
I'm trying to check. Is Misty Step a bonus action? Or
It is, but if you already cast a leveled spell, you wouldn't be able to cast another one.
Correct. Yep, it's a single leveled spell per turn.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay. I will end my turn then.
You could quicken a Eldritch Blast for what it's worth.
I only have 2 sorcery points left, so I'm going to keep them right now.
Just making sure. All right. So if that's it for AAA, that brings us to the Black Dragon. Can he do anything? Nope. Nothing from this spot.
He has no line of sight on anyone, technically, except for the other dragon.
That's true. That will bring us to Rez, who is stunned because of the haste ending. So, Rez, you will regain your normal self after this turn. That will bring us to player actions. Can the green dragon thing?
Is the green dragon again?
No, this is layer actions for both of them.
Initiative count 20?
Yeah. I think it will do this. It is going to have vines erupt in a 20-foot radius that it can see. Up right here. Full of grasping roots and vines. Area is now difficult terrain, and each creature must succeed a strength saving throw, please. So that will be Rosie,
We're
Dagrim.
flying.
It's 20-foot radius, so I think you would be caught. Let's see.
Just plant growth.
It's a layer action.
Is
It says grasping roots and vines erupt in a 20-foot radius centered on a point. Area becomes difficult terrain. Each creature there must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
So
Doesn't
even
say
if
anything about flying.
we're
So
flying. This just sounds like entangle.
that's what I'm trying to narrow down here. Let's see.
Rez got a 23.
Did it say spear?
Spear?
Mm,
Good.
No.
If it said spear, then it's in a three-dimensional radius.
It just said radius.
Yeah, it says radius on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's just Rez and Odrin then that need to make a save. Rez passes, and Odrin...
And the wall of thorns would drop if he's got another layer action up.
It depends on the layer action. I could see why.
Yeah, all it says is the roots and vines wilt away when the dragon uses this layer action again or when the dragon dies. So it can have multiple layer actions available from what I'm gathering.
But it's
Same
not
is true for
concentrated on the spell.
For the wall, because like the wall sinks back into the ground when the dragon uses this layer action again or when the dragon dies.
Shit.
Yeah.
So that area is now difficult terrain. You guys both passed your saves for both for both Odrin and Rez. Let's see. So you guys are fine there. And that was its layer action. So that brings us to Odrin, who is going to walk over the best he can and smack some dragon. Not get advantage with this attack. Right. Battle's starting to wear down a bit on him. He misses one of his hits, but manages to land another. Okay. Okay. Gets a good hit on the dragon. That's all he has for his turn. That brings us to Rosie. You are hasted.
Heal. My bonus action, I will be casting Branding Smite from my Ring of Spell Storing on myself. And then I will roll to hit.
All right. Are you using sharpshooter or no?
Yes, please.
All right.
Ooh, oh my god, it was almost a crit. I rolled a 19 plus number.
Beats it.
Well, it's higher than that, but that's fine. As long as it hit. That's all that matters.
Art says you made me reveal the AC.
Yep.
Damn.
7, 8. Okay, and then I get to roll 2d6 for branding smite, I believe.
Yeah, extra 2d6 radiant damage.
Yep. Ooh, nice. Ooh, also nice. 44 damage.
Alright.
On that first one.
Good hit.
And now it cannot become invisible.
All right. That wasn't something it could do.
Cool. Well, just in case.
It adds dim light in 5-foot radius as well.
It's still not allowed.
I will roll again. 17, and then my 2 hit is. You know what I need to do? I just need a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
$34 damage for that second attack.
Whew. Nice.
And then I believe I can only do one more weapon attack, even with hasted.
Okay.
So I will roll to hit again. Okay, that one is definitely a miss.
Okay.
And what is Rosie's long jump?
Oh, you're flying.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know if you
she's-
can long jump, right?
Well, she's on Dagram's
Oh, that's
shoulders,
right.
so she's not actually flying.
Gotcha.
That's okay. We'll just Oh wait. I would have had advantage on the first attack because Odrin's within 5 feet, right?
It is true.
No, that's not a sneak attack.
Oh, wait. Is that not how sneak attack?
No,
You get your sneak attack. You don't
procs
get
if
advantage.
you have advantage or an ally is within 5 feet of the target.
Well, I have an ally within 5 feet.
Yeah, so sneak attack would go off. You just wouldn't have advantage.
Oh, okay. Well, I get to roll more d6.
Right.
2
Do it.
more damage.
Aha! What's it
Look
look
at the
like?
numbers.
The bullet plinks out of the wound and stubs his toe.
Should I action surge, y'all? Should I do it?
How bad is the dragon looking?
Yeah. How bad's he looking?
He's got a few hits in him, but he's still looking fairly good.
How evil does he look?
Couldn't hurt.
He makes you guys look goody two shoes by comparison.
All right, I'm action surging, David. I will continue to berate this dragon.
All right.
And let me double check something. Okay. So, yep. I will action surge again. Yep, now it should hit, I believe. That'd be a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Ooh, that's good damage. 35 damage.
Nice.
Meh. Come back
Area
someday.
with vines here to represent the difficult terrain. 35
Ooh.
damage. Got that marked.
And I got exactly 19.
Pizza beats it.
Yep. Look, it happened either way, David. I hit its thingy.
Are you hitting its thingy?
Well, never mind. 36 damage.
Right.
How's he looking now?
He's definitely not happy.
Cool. I'm gonna shake Dagger and be like, hide, go hide. He's going to kill us. Please.
Why'd you shoot at it so much?
Get off my shoulders.
What?
Hard to hide when you're sitting on me.
Well, fly away. If I jump down here, I get stuck.
All
I
right, so
wouldn't be
that's
able
your
to-
turn.
Unless I can jump. Oh, my long jump is 10 feet.
That's a running long jump for the
Oh.
record. 10-foot head start to benefit from those.
Got it. Never mind.
Okay.
Dagrim, you're stuck with Rosie. And then Bean, wherever Bean be.
Bean be right under you.
Oh, well, I don't think Bean could have came with me because I don't think Dagrim picked him up.
You couldn't have changed into a small bean and followed you.
Oh, I guess, yeah, he could have.
I'd say you'll probably have to have him turn back into normal size bean if you want to use him again this turn
Okay.
or next turn.
Then he will turn back into Big Bean.
Okay. So that is the end of your turn here.
Yes.
It is going to use a legendary action. It's going to beat its wings. Each creature within 10 feet of the dragon needs to make a dex saving throw.
Ooh, I have advantage on.
So that means Dagrim, Bean, Rosie, and Odrin.
16 for Rosie.
Okay.
19 for Dagrim.
Okay.
Bean got a 23.
All right. And Odrin got a. Oh wow, he got a 20. So Rosie or Dagrim, you wait. Rosie, you got 16. You said.
Yes.
Okay, so Dagrim and Odrin pass, and Bean pass, but Rosie, however, you do not pass. So you are going to be knocked prone, probably off of Dagrim at this point.
Oop.
And you are going to take some bludgeoning damage from being knocked down.
I'll go ahead and make that strength saving throw. Ooh, nat 1.
Oof.
Rosie is in.
So you are going to take 15 bludgeoning damage as you fall down. From the sudden gust of wind from its mighty wings, and the dragon is going to fly up to half of its flying speed.
Odrin gets an opportunity attack, right?
He does.
Excuse the fuck out of you, dragon.
You hear him mumbling words in Draconic that you cannot understand.
You shut your damn mouth, you fucking green piece of shit.
Rez would understand.
Rez is probably too far away.
You hear the dragon saying, "I know where you are, you pesky spellcaster."
Good luck, catch me, bitch.
So that is a hit on the dragon. Odrin gets. Okay, not too bad damage for an opportunity attack. Then that will bring us to Dagrim. It's your turn.
So Rosie's no longer on my shoulders.
Correct. Rosie has gotten knocked down and prone.
Oh, Bean also needs to make a strength.
He did.
Bean made the save. It was a dex check.
No, the strength check for being
For being what?
entangled.
He didn't fail.
Well, he didn't fail the dex save. He didn't. I didn't have him roll for the.
Oh, right,
entangled
because she
design.
landed in the vines for the layer action.
Did
So he
Bean
rolled
come
a-
with?
Bean did come with.
14 for Rosie.
Okay.
14 for strength.
Okay. So yeah, Rosie is definitely restrained in the vines. Bean, I believe, will also be restrained.
Okay.
All right. So keeping them, just knocking them down for that, and then yes, Dagram, it is your turn.
So I am technically still hovering.
Yes.
How far in a direct straight line is the dragon from me?
About 8 tiles.
40 feet.
Perfect. So I have a 10-foot reach. Oh, but not with that. Okay. Well, bonus
You're
action.
not. Okay.
What?
I was going to say you're not restrained by the vines.
Yeah, I know. Bonus action. Dogram's gonna turn invisible.
Oh shit.
With his item that he should use more often.
Whoop. Suddenly.
The Cloak of the Shrouded Reaper.
Suddenly,
As long as I'm
Dagram
in,
disappears.
as long as I'm in dim light or darkness, I can turn invisible for a minute.
Okay.
Then I will get within 10 feet of him, and I will attack
Okay.
him with my scythe. Dude, what's that? What's that there?
Nothing you need to worry about.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I should probably delete it. Just so I can keep track of it easier. Alright, so within 10 feet.
And then I will attack him with my scythe.
Alright, give me a roll to hit.
Oh, you motherfucker. Well, that's a 10.
Dagram, your dice are cursed.
The worst part is I rolled a 2, and that's right next to the 20.
Ah,
And then he would have had to make a con save, and if he had less than 100 hit points, he instantly dies.
true.
That would have been sick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm
You're still invisible.
and flying. I don't
Yep.
know if he has true sight. I assume only ancients have true sight, but we'll see. All right, yeah, that's Dogram's.
Top of the order, then, it is Gary.
All right, Gary is shaking off his weird mojo.
Mhm.
And he's going to back up because the dragon got a little too close.
Okay.
I mean, the guy's
You'd
close
be able to
the
get to
bushes.
the wall, Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that going for an opportunity attack?
No, I don't think so because he wasn't within 5 feet, unless the.
I don't know what the dragon's reach is.
Let's see.
And does the dragon want to use an opportunity attack on that?
He could reach with his tail, so. No, he's not gonna.
Dick. Okay, well, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
I don't know if I have a Hunter's Mark. I don't know if I have a Hunter's Mark active, but if I don't, I'll just use it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him with my bow of conflagration. 31.
I'll hit.
Dick. I'll make him my favorite foe. Get an extra there. Get an extra there. And then what arcane shit do I got? Let's go. I'll go Shadow Arrow, so have him make a wisdom save.
Okay. Funny.
Alright, so he passes, so it doesn't do anything, but it's gonna take. $25 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack again.
Do it.
23.
That hits.
It's gonna be a lot less damage, but you know, it's fine. Fourteen damage.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. Legendary action. Hey, Dan.
Huh.
It's going to slap you with its tail here.
Fuck off.
I will use Dogrim's reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack with
Oh,
my
fuck.
Cloak of the Shrouded Reaper. This thing has a lot of abilities that I should be
Goddamn.
using.
Well, Dan, you're lucky because you could swear that tail was rearing up and it was going to smack you right in the face, but it turned it into a nat 1, so...
He slams into the pillar, and Dan ducks and weaves, dips, dives, and dodges.
Literally, I got a 19 and a 1. All right, so that was its legendary action, which puts us at Dan's turn.
All right. So, is the dragon flying right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna fucking scurry under him over here. I'm gonna pull out a 5-foot length of rope.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast rope trick.
You little shit.
And I'm gonna flip the dragon the bird as I clamber inside and pull the rope up behind me.
What a wizard.
Okay.
I believe in you guys. You got this.
Bloop.
Wait, he's gone.
Did Dan just leave?
Dan just zipped up a pocket dimension, basically. Okay. I mean, it's good when you want to keep your concentration, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. It's faster than Tiny Hut too.
What are you
Yeah.
concentrating?
Wall of Force.
Oh,
Holding back
Keeping the other dragon at bay.
Always like the other dragon.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's probably pretty fucking important for our survival.
Yeah, I was like, I should probably use this.
Right. Well, it is now the green dragon's turn. He is going to turn around. Oh, hey, look, everybody's in a line
I'm not.
except for Dagrim.
And Gary.
And Gary.
I hope I'm not.
If you would be just out of. So let's see. So there. So this will be for everybody, for Odrin, Bean, Rosie, and Rez.
Okay.
So Rez, you don't have to do anything. It's pretty much that one punch man scene
I'm immune.
where nothing happens. So everybody, Constitution saving throw, and by everybody I mean Rosie, Bean, and Odrin.
20 for Rosie.
Okay.
Is Bean's a construct?
Oh yeah, he's immune to poison as well.
Oh, well, there you go. So it's just Odrin.
Odin and Rosie.
Odrin and Rosie, yep, that are affected.
I roll a 20.
You rolled a what?
20.
20. Okay. So you succeed, so you only take half the damage. And Odrin also succeeded, unsurprisingly for a barbarian. Let's see.
Still going to be a lot of damage.
Yep. So Rosie and Odrin are going to take 28 points of poison. And it lets out a billowing breath attack of poison gas. And
Alright.
at that, Odrin shrinks as he goes down. He is out.
Also, Rose, you got to check for your branding smite.
Oh no.
19 plus stuff, so I'm pretty sure that succeeds.
Yeah, you should be good then.
Right.
28 damage. Yeah, you had to be the 16.
Yep.
Or no, 14.
I got a 19, so.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. That Let's see. I think it'll also move a bit.
Oh. You're moving in my space, dragon.
It doesn't know it. So I think he'll probably move to about here. Actually, here. Get a little
Dagger
closer
can make an
to.
opportunity attack since he's scurrying away.
That's true. Dagger him, you could.
Nope, I used my reaction.
You just had
Oh,
your
yeah,
turn.
that's right. To impose disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. He did it.
He was going to bop you. That brings us to AAA. You're in the back. You just saw him breathe out poison gas. You hear Odrin gurgling, but you cannot see it.
Two quick questions.
Uh-huh.
Can I see the dragon from where I'm at?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And where is the circle of darkness?
Right behind you.
Right behind me? Okay.
I know it's just torches, but I don't have darkness. I have to make do.
He's within range of me right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
All right. Do
That is a 28 to hit.
28 will hit.
And that is the... I can't do math right now. 12 damage.
Okay.
7 plus 5, 12.
Yep.
Yeah. Second attack is 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 13 damage.
Okay.
And my bracers go off. And third attack is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
That is 11 damage. And the fourth attack is an 18 to hit.
That will not hit.
Damn. Okay. As soon as my fourth attack misses, AAA is going to step back into the circle of darkness.
Okay. Right.
Like he's just gonna just barely going to the edge of it, so he's concealed.
Yeah. Okay. Easily done. Just at
Yeah,
the
that's
edge of it.
the turn.
Okay. That brings us to the Black Dragon, who proceeds to do nothing other than mauled in the Pokeball he's in. Brings us to Rez. You're up.
Oh shit. I will close distance with the dragon and start attacking.
Okay.
Alright. First attack. Natural 1. Second attack. 30.
Seems like a good trade-off.
I'll burn a key point for stunning strike on this guy.
Okay. Con save. That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, I just dropped my box accidentally.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know monks get to roll a lot of dice, but damn.
Not quite that many. Pick them up off the floor here.
It is going to use one of its legendary resistances to avoid the stun.
Okay. So it's gonna take. Oh damn! Very good damage on that one. 29.
Whew, that is good damage.
And then I will switch to brass knuckle attacks. And I will burn another key point for flurry of blows.
Punch him in the face.
2 of these. It's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
I get a stunning strike.
Okay.
11 damage.
Okay, he takes the damage and succeeds the save.
Okay, last attack. The 19 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, make a stunning strike.
All right.
And 15,
Roll.
15 damage.
And he has used a legendary resistance. He does not want to get stunned.
That is fair. That's everything Rez can do in a turn.
Right. You said 15 damage?
Yeah, 15 for the last one.
Okay. Right. Dragon is starting to look a little rough here, to say the least. That will bring us to one of its legendary actions here. It is going to use its wing attack. So that will be. Ooh. Odrin's going to fail the save automatically. He's going to take some damage. So, Bean, Rosie, Rez, let's see, and
Dex save?
actually, it's what's that?
Dex save.
Yeah, so it's everybody within 10 feet of the dragon. So I think that would also mean Dagram and Gary have to make the save too.
Strength.
Dexterity saving throw.
Not
As it
20
beats its way.
from Rosie.
All right.
Gary got a 27.
Okay.
Bean got a 22.
Okay.
Rez probably failed with a 5 or 10 technically.
It's a failure.
Dogrim got a 2.
Okay. And Odrin failed his save, so he automatically takes some damage. So Rez and Dagram, you guys will both be knocked prone. Down. And Odrin fails death save, and this guy is going to move half his flying speed over the garden wall.
Hey, come back here.
So I would say, let's see. Don't think anyone of you would get opportunity attacks since you're knocked prone. I think. Does prone stop reaction attacks? Okay, yeah, you would be able to take an opportunity attack.
Would Rosie be able to?
You were not within range, I believe. I think
Oh,
opportunity
yeah.
attacks are only when you're in, melee range.
Yeah.
You will have disadvantage on attack rolls. With that said, Rez, if you do want to make a opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'll take my chance.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That hits.
Make it a stunning strike.
All right. Okay. Got a 19.
It'll save. Good
Right.
take. $21 damage.
21. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he moved over the garden wall. That brings us layer actions. I think he's going to do any more. Odrin. Alright, did his save. That brings us to Rosie. You are knocked prone. You can still see this thing, but it is over the wall.
Okay. I'm just looking up the spell real quick. Yep, I cannot do that. Okay, good. I will use my other branding smite
Oh shit.
in my wing. Boink. Alright. So that'll be her bonus action.
Okay.
And now she attack.
All right, that wing beat also did actual damage. So, for what it's worth, Rosie and Rez, you guys will take a little bit of damage from the wing attack. You will take. Wow, those are bad rolls. 10 bludgeoning damage as you get knocked prone.
What about Dogrim?
Oh yeah, not Rosie. Dogrim and Rez take 10.
Oh, I don't take the 10?
Correct.
Okay.
You were prone from the last one, so.
Yeah. And I did succeed.
Yep, you'd be able to
She'll
stand up
stand
this
up.
round.
Bean will also stand up.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so she's just gonna roll to hit.
Okay.
Mm,
Don't forget, you are hasted.
3 attacks.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I do not get my sneak attack. I don't have advantage.
Nope.
But I do still get my 2d6. Hmm. $40 damage on the first hit. And she will hit again. Ooh, that's another 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. $29 damage on that second hit. And her haste, she'll just attack again. For 22 to hit.
That hits.
$29 damage.
Okay. Solid flurry of bullets fly out from Rosie's gun. The barrel of her gun is smoking hot from the branding smite, glowing a light red. Right. Anything else on your turn, Rosie?
I do not think I can do anything else.
Okay. That brings us to Dagrim.
So I'm prone.
Yep, but you can stand up. Just takes half your movement.
I will stand up.
All right. You stand up. All right.
Oh, you just knocked me down.
Oh, yes, I did. Go. What you doing?
Hmm. Good question. Good question. Well, he's too far away for me to do a melee.
Also over a bush.
Over the garden wall.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll. Do we know how many legendary resistances he's used?
I think 3. 2 or 3.
He resisted a fairy fire once. I remember that. I
Yeah.
don't remember the rest of them.
I know he's resisted like 2 or 3 from Rez.
He's resisted 2 from Rez.
So he's used 3.
All right. I'm going to. Let me make sure I can do this. Hmm.
Polymorph him into a puppy and we can drown him in that pond.
Jesus Christ, Dan. What the fuck?
We're evil!
Rosie
I know that just came out of fucking nowhere.
Or what you could do is you could polymorph him into a hamster and then shove him into a bag of holding until he suffocates.
Mm.
that's
Sadly, I
another option.
can't do as much as I want.
He would chew through the bag, though, is my fear. We'd be losing the bag.
I'm going to attack him with a level 2 guiding bolt.
All right.
19.
19 hits. Meets a pizza.
Let me check what level 2 does for it. I assume it's just an extra d6. Yeah. Ooh, that's not good damage. 5d6. I get 12 damage.
Damage, eh?
That's
And
rough.
the next attack has advantage on him.
Okay. Okay. So he lights up like a Christmas tree. And then that will bring us to Gary, unless you have anything else you want to do, Dagger.
No.
All right, so Gary, top of the order.
Oh my gosh, Gary's next in turn, and the next attack has advantage.
Wow, it's like you
Thanks,
set that
me.
up or something.
Crazy.
Sure. Well, Gary's gonna try to shoot his favorite foe. I'm gonna back up towards that column, I think.
Okay.
And then, yeah, he's gonna try to shoot him. Come on, crit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 32.
Oh no? You hit?
It was a 19.
Ah,
Probably.
oof. All right, you do hit.
Okay, so there's the base. I'm gonna use an enfeebling arrow. So he has to make a con save. If he fails, that'd be hilarious.
Let's see. Got 12.
Hold
Dagger?
on. Hold on.
Got a 2 plus his bonus.
Beats it.
Fuck.
No.
I can let me double check. Let me just double check here because this is referencing that. That's referencing D27.
Those arcane archer intelligence saves.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. He beats it.
Rip.
It is.
He has to roll nat 1 for that to work.
Yep. And that would have made it so all his weapon attacks deal half for the
Ooh,
next round.
that'd have been really good. Well, give me some damage.
25.
5.
And then I'll attack again.
I need dice.
This one at time not at advantage.
You don't have your dice.
29?
Yep.
Cool. Use it. Oh, magic mark. $19.
19. Okay. Let's see.
I'm also now out of arcane arrows.
Okay. Right. Checking things here. Oh shit. Gary, how would you like to do it for the Green Dragon?
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm gonna imagine that like he gets hit by the first arrow, he's like, the fuck? And then when he turns, I'm gonna shoot him straight through the eyes.
God damn. Hit him right in the pupil.
Damn straight.
And with that, the dragon falls with a mighty thud as the wall starts to wither and rot in front of you, along with the vines. They start to retreat as its layer effects are now gone.
Hell yeah.
So 1 down.
Oh god.
So, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn then, Gary? You want to move at all?
I think Gary's gonna be like, hell yeah, number 2 taken down. Because he previously killed Venom Fang.
True.
I think he's going to get behind a column in preparation for the next dragon.
All right. Probably that one there. Okay. I'll just remove him so he's out of the.
Wait, we gotta
thing
loot
here.
the body.
Nope, too late. Despawned.
It faded away.
Put him back. Put him back.
All right, so that brings us Green Dragon's out of order. That brings us to AAA. You hear a large thud along with convulsing sounds.
Triple is gonna pop his head up out of the blackness.
You watch the death knell of the Green Dragon as it falls limp with an arrow in its eye.
He's like, "Ooh, that had to hurt." Well, the only one left is the one in the Pokeball, right?
Yep.
And we don't want to attack that because that'll let it go, right?
Oh, I can
You
draw
can't attack it
concentration
right
on
now.
it.
But
Whenever we're ready.
can you see anything outside of that pocket dimension right now?
Dan?
Yeah.
I have what's his name? Cal. Cal's out.
Oh, that's right. We did put Cal out. Yeah, there, right there.
Can you contact Cal in an extra planar space?
That's a good question.
Extra dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can be hold as many. Those inside can see out as through a 3 by 5 foot window centered on the rope.
Okay. So it depends on where you put the rope up. What
I mean, I could stick my head back out too.
Yeah.
So I guess that's up to you, DM, if I can talk to Cal or not while I'm in the rope trick. So I don't see anything in here about that.
So I would say you could pop your head out. Like I could see you doing that every turn just to see what's going on. I would say, I mean, I feel like you would put your rope trick within sight of Cal. So since you can see outside of it, I would say you could probably see Cal.
Yeah, I don't need line of sight to talk to Cal. He just has to be within range of me.
Yeah. Okay. I would say it would be in range, essentially, since you can see outside of it. Kind of where my thought is. It's a bit weird, but I'll flow with it.
Okay. So to answer the question, then yes, Jake.
Nice.
I would say for game-breaking things, you're not going to be able to cast spells through them, obviously.
No, I need to leave the rope trick to do that.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Well,
You're
that
concentrating on the wall of force.
I am-
it is your turn.
Oh, okay.
Wait, wasn't it AAA's turn?
You can't really do anything because the wall of force is there. So
Well,
Right,
Gary
yeah.
took down the Green Dragon.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I did skip Dan. My apologies. Dan, it is your turn.
Okay. Dan will climb down the rope.
Okay.
So basically, he'll just lower himself back to the ground and go over to what's his nuts? Odrin.
Yep.
Does he look like he's breathing still?
I'd say barely. He looks pretty roughed up.
I'm giving him a potion of healing.
All right.
Potion. 9 hit points.
Right. You administer the potion to him as it goes down his throat and his eyes snap awake as he gasps, coughing on the healing potion a bit, as he is back up. He looks at you and just kind of gives a silent nod as he stands, starts to stand up wobbly on his legs. In other words, he'll do it on his turn. Anything else from you, Dan?
Dan will look to the rest of the party and say, "We've got 10 minutes before that wall goes up. So, any thoughts?"
I'm in pain.
I must heal.
Rosie would like to go up with the or these little green things over here.
Oh, the cauldrons.
Yeah, she wants to dump that shit out.
Right. So for the temporary, we are out of combat. Then it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your plans? I'd say Rosie, give me a strength check on each of these for you to dump these.
Odrin Rez, somebody help me, please.
I will help.
Please do it for me. I'll help.
In a
you.
minute, Lass, as he's just chugging health potions.
I will attempt to tip the cauldrons.
I will help you tip the cauldrons.
Okay.
And so will Queen.
Strength
Yeah.
check, DM.
Yes.
25.
Right. No problem. You're able to heft this thing and dump it into the pool. And yeah, you can see that probably was a good idea because you can see these, the one that Rosie is in front of, the one that they were sprinkling stuff into it, has been starting to mist and turn into that kind of greenish vapor that you guys had seen earlier that, detonated over the lake.
And do I need to roll it again for the other one, or?
If you'd like.
I would like not to.
All right, then you don't have. It's for cauldrons. It's no biggie. Yeah, you and Rosie would be able to dump this one out. It's a lot lighter. It was about half full by the time you guys got to it here. Go ahead.
Dagrim is going to fall out of invisibility because he can't stay invisible forever.
Whoop.
And how many rounds until the dragon comes out?
Let's see. There's 6
100?
rounds or 10 rounds in a minute, and there's
Yeah, but
10 minutes.
The
So
wall,
we've
of course,
gone-
has been up for a few rounds, right?
So 1,000,
Ooh.
10 times 10, 100 rounds minus like 4. It's 96
Yeah.
rounds.
All right.
All right, I'll roll 96d6.
So Dagger's a full health.
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking away
We
from
don't
this.
know yet.
Is there any healing
Actually-
spells you're going to use, Dagger, or are we on our own here?
Oh wait,
I gained 357 hit points.
All right.
can we use our hit dice, or does that have to be short rest? Right.
That's
That's
a
short rest.
Okay, I'm using my cigar of superior healing.
Okay. Yeah, Odrin is just sitting down at one of the pillars, chugging a health potion as he looks over at that darkness bubble. Got another one in us?
I don't think we have a
I'm
choice.
feeling much better. I don't have healing spells available that would... Actually, I do. No, I don't.
Yeah, I feel like we. I don't know.
No, I do. I do. Who needs it?
I do,
I wouldn't
but I
mind.
think
Alright.
the rest of us do.
Hold on. This is gonna hurt me a lot, but it's fine.
You got a little to spare.
You're regaining 300 hit points this turn. You're fine.
I'm gonna take.
But it hurts him, Dan.
All right. Who wants 40 hit points?
Rosie
where are
can
you
go. I'm at 40.
Oh, I'm at 15.
Yeah, you can go first.
Oh, there you go. And then Rez.
Yeah. What's up?
I am still using my cigar.
You gain 42, Rez.
40 as well?
42.
Yeah.
I just imagine after that, Rosie's just propped up against the side of one of the pillars, just smoking a cigar.
She's like, I'm feeling much better. Also, I want to buy health potions. I don't like smoking.
I'm honestly glad I bought out the Alchemist a few days ago.
Yeah, my superior thing of healing gave me 28 hits.
Yeah, we are kind of running low on those, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay.
I have no extras too. I only have a couple.
I do have a bomb we can set by the dragon. If we time it
Dan, how many
properly.
more Wall of Force do you have?
I could do one more.
How long is the fuse on the bomb?
Well, if we time it properly, he can drop concentration as the bomb explodes.
How much, I mean, out of game, how much does this bomb do?
I don't remember, David.
What about
Which bomb
in
was
game?
this one?
I have both. I have 3 bombs and 2 inverters. I have 2 implosion and 3 explosion bombs. I'll write down the damage so I know for the future.
Here, I will pin them. I'll pin the message here.
Okay, it is a message.
If you click that pin, it will lead you to both Explodey and Implodey.
10d6 for Explodey.
And 14d6 for implodey.
Yep. Smaller range, more damage for Implodey. Bigger range, smaller damage for Explodey.
I mean, this feels like an Implodey situation if we're going to use it.
Might as well give
That's
ourselves the
so-
best chance.
I will say, before we get too far into planning here, after about the 5-minute mark of you guys resting, drinking healing potions, trying to get a game plan, I'd say everyone give me a perception check.
Where's the man actually see something?
Dogger
Wow.
and Gary are distracted.
I don't see shit.
Unnatural 20 from Rosie.
Triple, you got a 2.
Woo!
23.
Right. So Rosie and Rez would hear the sound of metal on stone, almost like pickaxe strikes.
From where?
And as you kind of focus, you see it's sounding like it's coming from the rubble that you guys had known was one of the spots that you guys could not pass immediately when you were investigating the other part of the temple.
Is that this connecting hallway here?
Yes, correct. The one that was blocked off with all the rubble.
Can I put an ear up to it and sound like try to listen to how close it sounds?
Ooh. I'd say writing that perception check. You would say it sounds not too far away. There wasn't much rubble to begin with, and it sounds like they're mostly just moving away heavy rocks and then chipping away at the other ones that they can. You would estimate you do not have much time before they break, or they start to break through. You had to estimate maybe a minute or two.
I'll announce that to the group. We're about to have company again.
So where's the debris?
Debris is right here, where Rez is.
It's a big thing.
It is big, but you do not know how many there are. With the constant pick strikes, it's hard to say how many are there.
Is there any gaps in the rock that Cal could squeeze through?
I would say he could squeeze through them, but it'll be a little bit like a labyrinth trying to find the right one. But he would eventually be able to pop out on the other side briefly.
What would I see?
You will see a group of 8 Nagas. 4 of them are chipping away at the stone, and the other 4 are carrying away the stone that they knock loose.
Alright, well, there's 8 motherfuckers on the other side of this wall, so we should probably set up a kill on this dragon.
Yeah, let's start now.
Ooh, Dan, how far on the other side of that wall are the Nagas?
Yep.
What's that?
How far are they away from us?
They're going through approximately, let's see, probably about like 5, right around like 6 or 7, like estimating from Cal from there, about 6 or 7 feet of stone they're clinking through.
They got like 5 feet to get to us. They're close.
There wasn't much rubble to begin with.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the other side of the wall.
All right.
A silvery beam, pale light, shines in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range.
Oh, so you don't even have to see it.
I
Nice.
don't have to see the point. It just has to be a point.
Great. All right.
I will do that on the other side of the wall.
Okay, let's see.
Cloak them.
So let's see. That's going to be 8 con saving throws, I think, because they're all pretty clustered
It's
up.
a 5-foot radius, so...
Oh, 5-foot radius.
If they're all bunched up, I mean...
I'd say you'll probably get like 2 of them, like right at the front then.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Wow. I'm getting very extreme dice rolls here. I got a 19 and a 2 before the bonuses, so I imagine that's going to be 1 save and 1 fail.
Then they're going to take 12 or 6 damage.
Right.
And the first time they start a turn there, when this creature enters the spell's area for the first time and at the start of its turns, it has to retake that.
Okay.
All right,
say...
well, oh, it's a con save, technically. That doesn't really change anything, per se, but...
Let's see. I mean, it's still continuous damage if they try and stay there, so I'd say Dan, you would be able to see they back off as you see their scales sizzle from the harsh moonbeam that has been cast in front of them.
All right. Well, they're backing away, but
yeah.
That's
It
going to
only
buy
lasts
us
for
a minute. Yeah, we need to get this thing set up then.
Yeah, Rez is gonna go stand by the dragon to get ready.
Dogrim is no longer flying with
I
it.
say we use the bomb.
Yeah,
The bomb is a good way to start things.
I'm good with the bomb.
Okay.
Bomb, everybody ready actions, and then we pop things off at the top of the order.
Yep.
And if I recall correctly, it was the implodey bomb.
Plan.
Okay. And are you going to huck it or just set it in front of him?
She's gonna set it right in front of him and be
Right.
like, she'll do like an awkward wave at the dragon, like, "Hi, please don't."
Dan, can't you not legally set up ready actions at combat?
Are we not still technically in combat?
I mean, technically,
We've got active combatants working to get towards us.
Are we ever not in combat, really?
Yes.
Got a good
Isn't
point.
life just one long combat?
What about sleep?
Ultimately ends in defeat.
All right, you ain't gonna get fizzle. Yeah, you ain't gonna get in my head on that one.
All right.
I mean, I would say you could set a bomb. I would say that's not a rated action for combat. That's just setting up a bomb. But I would say you guys would probably be able to position yourselves.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna
What if
be where I'm at.
blast radius, real quick.
Do what?
The blast radius. Are we in it if we're in the same room as him?
The implosion bomb?
Yeah.
So the implosion bomb has a 15-foot radius. Assuming you set it right in front of him, that would end right where Rez is at.
Okay, so red.
Rez is basically the marker I set because she wanted to be close to the dragon.
Yep.
Okay. I just want to make sure no one's gonna get sucked into the bomb.
Odrin should be up there too.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Is the darkness still there? Or?
Darkness is still there. It's right at the entrance as far as that goes. So that's why I'm wondering, where do you guys want to be before? Because I'd say we got time to position before you drop the bomb.
Gary's gonna be on the other side of the wall. I don't want to be.
That will be
No.
through darkness for what it's worth.
That's fine.
So like right there.
Actually, I'll probably climb up on that column that's broken.
Okay. Right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you shoot through that?
Shoot through what? I mean, depends on where the
Darkness.
dragon moves, but potentially.
Okay.
If the dragon moves forward, he'll probably have a good line of sight. Okay.
I'll do the thing from Wanted and shoot my arrows around a
Oh,
corner.
there you go. All right. So then, let's see. Dagrim, is that where you want to be? Okay, or where do you want to
I like be behind the wall.
be? Behind the wall. Okay.
I don't want to be near the dragon.
Yep, that's fair. Just making sure. So right there, okay, or
Yeah, it's fine.
right. AAA, you find being near the dragon, or do you want to be through the darkness away from it?
So it's free now?
What's that?
Is it free now?
It is not free yet. You guys have a moment to position before you guys are going to explode him and then start attacking.
I'm gonna stick on the just outside the circle of darkness.
Okay. On the opposite wall side or on the inner wall side? The inner wall side is where the dragon is.
On the inner wall side.
Okay. So just right near darkness. Okay.
Prepare an Eldritch Blast.
We won't be able to prepare as far as that goes because we're not in combat right now.
So we'll just take our turns starting at the top of the order.
Yeah,
Okay.
dragon will just roll initiative once the bomb goes off.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Then I guess I'll drop concentration and
Let's see.
time it to go when the
Rosie,
bomb goes off.
Rosie, are you fine where you're at?
Yeah, she'll just go like right
All right.
here.
Just making sure. All right. So yeah.
She'll be like.
Don't line up. It's a black dragon.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Bean, come hither.
Say at that note, Odrin's going to move over a little bit as far as that goes.
Well, now we're
Odrin,
in
I
a
just said don't line up.
I'll go.
Oldrich's like, okay, let me stand in front of someone else.
Yes, let me stand in front of Rosie. So I can-
Look, everybody's moving all right.
Okay, don't line up. It's a black dragon.
All right. So that brings us to the event here. So since we will be starting combat, do we want to keep our initiatives or would you like to re-roll?
I'm fine keeping mine.
I wouldn't mind rerolling.
Okay.
I don't care.
So
We still have Gift of Alacrity, right?
Yeah.
I would like to.
I assume we're just all re-rolling, right?
If
well,
we
so
are
far it's
not-
one-on-one.
If we are not in combat anymore, technically we should re-roll it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Re-roll.
Okay. That's
So-
better.
1d20 and then plus a d8.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, it's a D8. 30
was that?
for Rosie.
30. Okay.
13.
24.
Dogram got a 3,
God damn, Dagger.
and Gary got a 10.
Okay.
That was
Rez,
pretty
you said
rough.
18,
13.
13.
We shouldn't have re-rolled.
Rez does not roll good initiative.
Fucker actually rolled pretty decent.
27.
All right. Right. Okay. Right, got that. Okay, so Dan is going to drop the wall of force by the sounds of it, and Rosie, you'll have your fuse leading to the bomb pretty much right as the fuse hits the top of the bomb. Dan will dispel the wall of force as the black dragon uncoils just in time for a huge implosion as it tears at its scales and body as it forces parts of it into the bomb here. So give me some damage if you would. 14d6 fire damage.
85.
85, that's a lot of damage. That's
Yep,
a good
I
one to
rolled.
start with.
1 4. A 1 1 and many 4s and 5s.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
All right,
Little
very
dice
good
was
start
nice.
to the fight.
Yeah. Just ready for it.
Right, so that will start us off at the top of the order with Rosie.
Rosie's gonna use her bonus action to turn invisible
Okay.
from the cloak of the Shrouded Reaper.
Probably a good idea because as the dust settles, you can see a dragon's eye glaring at you through the
Oh
smoke.
yeah, no. That's why I was like, well, we're just gonna instantly turn invisible, and she's gonna have Bean kind of like go run by. Bean's just gonna go hide somewhere else. Like he's just gonna move a little closer, but just not really do much. No, not that way. No, stop stop trying to make lines, David.
You said closer.
Yeah, this way. I can't control him, or else yeah, there you go.
All right.
A little closer. A little closer. One more
Okay.
closer.
Okay.
One more closer. One more closer.
All right.
He's within 30 feet of the dragon now, right?
I believe so. Oh yeah. He's 15 feet.
Oh wait, that doesn't actually work for him. Never mind, I'm thinking of Rosie. Never mind.
All right.
Never mind.
So-
Bean's gonna go in the corner.
All right. Bean's in the corner.
Yeah,
All
Bean's in the
right.
corner.
Anything else for you then, Rosie?
Oh yes, I must attack it.
Now you have advantage.
What are you using to make yourself invisible? The necklace, I take it?
No, the shroud.
The shroud.
Cloak of the. Yeah, I have the same cloak as Dagger.
Gotcha.
25 with sharpshooter.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay, and I get my D6 sneak attack, right? Oh, wait, I didn't roll advantage. Nope. That did nothing. And then I got a D6 to roll. Nice. 36 damage on the first attack.
With damage.
Her second attack. 18, 26 to hit.
26 is hit.
Perfect. Nice. 36 damage on that.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, sure.
Already dead, right?
Yeah, about that.
Damn.
So that will bring us to AAA.
AAA?
Play, you're muted.
Yeah, what's up?
It's your
Is it my
turn.
turn?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Just ahead. That is that is a 30 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is a 14 damage.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
And that is 11 damage. And the last hit is a 29 damage.
That hits.
And that is 12 damage.
Right. Shotgun of Eldritch Blast energy shoots out of AAA's staff, striking the black dragon. Anything else you got on your turn then?
Is the darkness bubble still up behind me?
Yes.
I'm gonna step back into it.
Okay. Play vanishes into the darkness. And that will bring us to Dan.
Dan will step around the corner and up by the dragon's head. I'm gonna conjure a Big B's hand.
Oh shit.
And we're gonna do some fucking old school cartoon shit as the hand just fucking yoink around his neck, and his eyes are gonna pop out, his tongue's gonna stick out. He's gonna do grasping hand and try to grapple the dragon.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, net 20, there we go.
Oh fuck.
Get fucking wrecked. So that's a 28.
So what it's just a
Athletics or acrobatics check.
okay.
Dragon's choice.
Let's see.
Oh no, just athletics check with the target. Excuse me.
Okay.
He does not get to choose acrobatics.
Interesting. Well, I can't use its legendary resistance for that, so it's just got to take it, whatever it rolls. I don't think it can actually. Yeah, I can't beat a 28, so it is grappled.
Sick. Cool. All right. Dan steps back around the corner. Kick its ass.
All right. Got a big old hand. grabbing its throat here. So
Play that.
that will bring us to the layer action. So it's just functionally grappled, and that's about it. Does it take any damage or anything?
Yeah, it's just grappled.
Okay.
Oh, I can use a bonus action to have him take 2d6 plus 5 damage.
I imagine you'll be doing that.
I'll do that.
Figured.
I squeeze and he takes 8 damage.
Right. Okay. Okay. Take some damage as you wring his thick dragon neck. Let's see. That brings us to its layer action on initiative 20. Let's see. I think it is going to... I think it's going to flush you guys out from that corner just like it did before. It is going to spawn a 20-foot wide or 20-foot radius sphere, and it becomes filled and lightly obscured with many swarming insects as they bite and pinch you.
Ow. Pinchy. Ow, ow.
Let's see. So I will need Dan, AAA, Dagrim to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution.
11.
11. Okay.
23.
22.
Okay. So Dagrim and AAA succeed. So you guys will only take half. Dan will take the full damage. So Dan, you are going to take 13 damage as they bite you, and AAA and Dagrim will take 6 piercing damage.
Oh.
I will maintain concentration.
Good.
That would suck to lose it.
Yes.
Dagger will maintain concentration on Moonbeam.
Good. That's okay. And then that brings us to the black dragon itself. It is going to step forward menacingly.
He can do no such thing. He is grappled.
All right, he's grappled. He tries, but then just gets yoinked back. Well, you know what he can do that still is ranged, though. As he looks at the one thing right in front of him, directly in front of him, I should say. Rez, could you make a actually, first off, before I get further, who's all within range?
In a line?
No. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, it would cover everybody. As he saw you guys dip and duck out of there, he is going to... He's seen you guys dipping in and out. I will need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Even Rosie on the side?
Yes, it does not need to be targeted.
Does it require a line of sight?
Nope.
7.
13.
Okay.
23.
All right.
And-
23 and Dan or Dagger, what was yours?
21 and 16.
Okay.
Dagger is
For-
21. Mythos is 16.
AAA was
Wait,
what?
saving throw. Let me double check.
21.
I don't have proficiency with wisdom saving throws as a ranger. Okay.
Nope. Strength and dex.
I guess that makes sense.
Okay. So, anyone who did not roll over 16 or 16 or over is going to be frightened.
Hell yeah. For me.
Frightened.
Why do you want to be scared?
I'm not scared. That's the thing.
All right. Oh, all
Not
right.
approach the dragon.
Yes. And that doesn't look like it was an action. It's just. Oh wait, no, it is action. Never mind.
That's an
Never
action.
mind.
Yeah,
It is an
special
action.
presence.
Okay. So yeah, it is going to give a glaring gaze to those it can see as a aura it exudes frightens those with the weaker wills. As that was its turn, that brings us to Odrin, who thankfully saved somehow through the grace of gods. He saved a wisdom saving throw. As he is going to run forward. 5. And he is going to slash at El Dragono. Right. That is 2 successful hits. Okay. Right, so he hit Dragon with 2 solid slashes. And you see these wounds sort of rot slightly from the slashing on the great sword of wounding. It looks like he is not going to be able to regain some HP here. That brings us to Rez.
I'll use my action to use Stillness of Mind, which ends frightened effects on me.
Oh shit.
Then I will use my bonus action to throw a Searing Sphere at him. So that's going to be a... $18 to hit. Oh wait, even
18.
higher. Sorry, higher. It's 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay. He's gonna take... Gotta check what my martial arts dies again. It's a d6 still. Yeah, it's d6 still. So he's gonna take...
The orange flame is the biting insect stuff, for what it's worth.
He's gonna take 11 fire damage.
11. Okay.
And... I will go here.
What was your wisdom saving throw? Oh wait, no, you ended it. Never mind. I already forgot. You're good. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Okay. Gary, it's your turn.
Can I see the dragon?
Here, it was not able to move, so you will have to step down from your perch. You can see like parts of it, but you know it would have a good amount of cover for you to make that shot.
And there's
Where
a
you
giant
at?
darkness thing in front of me, correct?
Correct.
How tall is that?
It is 20 feet.
So 10 feet then. 10 feet off the ground?
Yes.
Because it's like a
Yeah, it's like a
gumdrop.
perfect sphere. Yes. Correct.
Well, that's a predicament.
You also see an occasional bug or fly out of the darkness sphere.
What is the red? Is that the insect?
That's
plague?
that's the insect one.
Well, I will get down from my perch and then
Okay.
go to the center of the room and then back up a little bit.
Okay.
Diagonally. There you go.
Okay.
May I see the dragon now?
Yeah, you would actually be able to see it.
Maybe a small sliver.
Well, it's only about 10 feet up, so Yeah, you'd be
Well-
able to see part of it here.
Now this guy's gonna be my favored foe.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna attack him.
All right, give me a roll to hit.
Wow. 16.
16. That does not hit.
Attack again.
Do it.
23.
That hits.
I don't have any arcane arrows anymore. Oh, my 100 mark ran out. 17 damage.
All right.
And then, knowing that dragons can breathe fire, with whatever movement I have remaining, I'll go off to the right-hand side, whatever's left. Just so that we're not in a perfect line.
Yep, you'd be able to get about there. Okay. Good idea. Then, if that's your turn, that brings us to Dagrim. You got some bugs buzzing around you.
I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
Just slightly, yep. And then I'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast, or I'll channel my divinity. So I'll create a 30-foot. Sorry, is it a 30-foot radius? Let me check. That's the wrong character sheet. I create a 30-foot radius. It's filled with dim light. 30-foot radius sphere centered on me.
Okay.
It lasts for a minute or until I am incapacitated. Whenever a creature including you ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature a 1d6 hit points, or I can end the effect that is charming or frightening someone.
Oh.
And that's 30-foot radius, so that's 6 tiles.
Oh, 6 tiles. Damn. Yeah, I think that gets
Almost everybody.
Yep, almost everybody. Not bad.
And I'll chill behind the wall.
All right. Rosie, if I recall correctly, did you fail the fear?
Yes.
Okay. So you were out of range of Dagrim's buff. Not
Yeah.
boof. But that will bring us to your turn. So since you are frightened, you can't get close to it. And you have disadvantage check on ability checks and attack rolls while it's in line of sight of you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use Fighting Spirit, which gives advantage on all attack rolls.
So just equaled out. All right.
Yep. And then I have 5 temporary hit points from that. And I will roll to hit.
Do it.
That will miss. Ooh, they both miss. What a waste. Well,
Well, you do repeat your wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
that might succeed. 16?
Beats it, beats it.
Yeah.
All right, so you're no longer scared. You're like, oh, wait, it's just a dragon. I fucked one of these.
Oh, Rosie.
Oh no, don't remind her.
All right. So that brings us to AAA. You are in a dark place where lots of bugs are biting you.
Not very happy with these bugs biting me. I don't suppose there's anything I can do about these bugs, is there?
Outside of stepping out of the area, no.
Okay. Well, I guess I will step out of the step out of the darkness and then see if I can figure out where the edge of the bugs is.
Yep. So as you step out, you would see it just to your left. There's a pretty good opening.
I will step out of the bugs.
Okay.
And then I'll blast the motherfucker that shot me with the bugs.
Blast him.
Blast him. Let's see, y'all. That is a 19 to hit.
Hits. Meets it. Beats it.
Oh my god. This is literally minimum damage, 6.
Ugh. That sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Minimum damage again.
God damn, dude.
Wow, that does not hit. That's 16 to hit.
That don't hit.
Finally, that's a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Minimum damage again, cocksucker.
God damn. I mean, that's still like 20 damage in a turn, roughly.
That's 15 damage.
I thought you were saying
Yeah,
6.
no.
6.
Yeah,
You hit
18
3
damage.
times. Oh, well, 18. Yeah, almost 20. Still ain't nothing. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Another shotgun of Eldritch Blasts. This dragon is going to take a legendary action. And he is going to thwap Odrin with his tail here. Do it. Oh shit, that's a crit. Good whap.
Did he say it was a crit?
Yeah.
I will use Silvery Bobs.
Gosh darn it.
That's my Rosie.
Still hits, but it's not crit anymore. It's even the point. All right. So he thwaps Odrin upside the head. You see some rough scratch marks on his face from the sharp tail. Blood starts to ooze from it. Still a good hit, all said, on him. Let's see. And that brings us to Dan. You're in a thing full of buzzing flies that bit you earlier.
Ow. Are they difficult terrain?
I don't believe so. Nope, but it is lightly obscured.
That's okay. I guess I'll attack through that.
Yep.
So yeah, I can make that movement. So Dan will step just into sight to pop off an attack.
Okay.
We're gonna cast. I think we'll just cast Firebolt. Be lame.
Okay. You've still got it grappled by the neck.
Yeah, he's gonna take another 2d6 plus 5 damage. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
So 13 fire damage. And he gets strangled for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then Dan will dip back out of view.
Okay.
Turn.
Not bad, not bad. Still good damage, all said. That brings us to its next legendary action. Might as well use them before it loses them.
Choke the dragon.
As he is going to slap Odrin again. That hits Odrin. More damage. Okay. And then that brings us to its lair action. And it is going to use a lair action as the pool that it emerged from behind it is going to surge outward in a grasping tide. And let's see, within 20 feet. That's about 4 tiles. So there to there. Yeah, right there. All right. So all those within 4 tiles, I will need to make a strength saving throw. So that'll be Odrin and Rez.
Okie doke.
Oh shit, Odrin fails. He's not angry, that's why he failed.
I'm gonna use my reaction to use Predator's Instinct
Okay.
so I can gain advantage on this save. Okay, 23.
23 will succeed. As the waves surge outwards, and you're able to resist the tide's strength, but Odrin, however, does not, and he gets knocked down prone, and he gets pulled 20 feet into the water. He gets pulled away. Right. That was layer action. Now it is the dragon's turn. Let's see. Can it try and fight against the grapple like normal, or is it just a perma grapple?
It has to use an action to try and break the grapple.
I think I want the dragon to move, so it's going to try.
All right. $22.
17.
Sweet.
It failed.
And he gets no actions because he used it to try and break the grapple.
Some bitch, this is a strong hand. Knows how to handle a noodle.
Squeeze.
All right. That is doing a lot. So that brings us to Odrin. He is going to stand up. His movement. 10, 15. That would be... Let's see. He's just barely out of range with his movement.
Isn't he a barbarian?
Yes, but he's wearing armor, so he doesn't get the speed
Is
boost.
he wearing heavy armor or is he wearing medium armor?
Heavy armor.
What's the speed boost as long? Oh, he has heavy armor on?
Oh wait. I was thinking of what's his name? The cleric. Fossil. I was thinking of Fossil. Never mind. Yes. So actually he would be able to make that. By 1 tile. That is a hit. And a crit. Right. Right. So as the black dragon sweeps Odrin away into the water, thinking he's done with him, Odrin comes up from behind and just slashes twice on him as the dragon roars out in pain. Sounds like he hit him pretty damn good. You see blood starting to drip onto the water and the stone as it starts to burn at the stone and water as it hits it.
Can go.
That brings us to Rez.
Alright, Rez gonna dart out around the corner. Take some attacks on the dragon.
Right.
Terrible. That's a 16 for the first one.
Okay. That does not hit.
Second attack. 19.
That hits. Meets it, beats it.
Okay. I have 4 to stunning strike. Kind of getting in the dangerous territory now. Honestly, I don't think I really can. If I fail, I'll gain 2 levels of exhaustion.
That doesn't sound great.
No. I think these are just gonna be attacks. It's got a grapple, it's fine. 21 damage for that second attack.
20?
21 for the damage.
21. That hit.
And then I will take 1 attack with the knuckles. Ugh, not great. It's not Resonate. That's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
I will dart back around the corner, and because I use Predator's Instinct, I do not provoke opportunity attacks this turn.
Right. Good stuff.
Alright, that's it.
That pillar is helping you from its legendary actions.
Yeah, I felt like I was smart.
So, on that note, it is going to use its tail attack to whip Odrin again. That hits Odrin. Alright. Odrin is starting to look not so great. He wasn't able to rage, so he's been taking the full brunt of these attacks, so brings us to Gary.
Well, looks like I should still have line of sight on the dragon.
Yes.
I think I'm going to continue pelting him with arrows until he dies.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. It's what worked on the last one.
Yeah. How's a 19? Yeah.
19 meets it, beats it.
Sick. 24 damage.
4. Very nice.
And then another shot. 28.
That hits.
$16.
Right.
So 40 damage in one turn? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then Gary will break line of sight and get behind the pillar on his right.
Right.
Just cause acid.
Just in case. Never hurts. All right. That brings us to the Dagrim.
It's me. Oh. Sorry, at the end of each of your guys' turns that were within 30 feet of me, you guys should gain stuff. Yikes.
Wow, Dagrim.
I know.
You're only piloting 2 characters.
Way to remember your features.
Well, let's see. I'm not flying. There's darkness. I don't want to go into the insect plague. I don't have enough movement to like get anywhere. Let's see. And there's no one I can see that's down. I don't think I can see anyone, honestly. Is there anything Dogger can do?
Up to you.
You could take your flying.
I can't see anything.
I can't see him.
I would have to walk into the insect plague to be able to see him.
Well, shit.
All right. Well, I got it. I will cast Aura of Life.
Shit.
So that's another 30-foot radius sphere centered on me. Anyone
That's so
within
many spheres.
I know, I got the Twilight Sphere, and then I have the Aura of Life Sphere. So anyone within 30 feet of me that starts its turn in the aura gains 1 hit point. Its hit point can't be reduced. Necrotic damage is halved.
So they always have 1 hit point no matter what, basically.
Well, I mean, they'll never have to roll a death save.
Ah, I see. So they can still get knocked out, but they don't have to worry about death saves.
Yeah, as long as you're within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Can you have multiple auras open up like that?
So one's a channel divinity, so I don't have to concentrate on that.
Got
The other is Aura of Life.
it.
So I will end my turn in my thing. I'll gain. Is it cleric level? Yeah. I assume not. That's the destroy undead one. Plus cleric level, yeah. So I'm gonna gain 13 temp.
Nice. All right. Anything else on your turn then, Dagrim?
That is all.
All right.
Remember, if you start your turn within 30 feet of me, you gain a hit point.
Okay. That brings us to Rosie, who would be outside of that as far as that goes, I believe.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
no
out of
longer
range.
frightened, though.
Yes.
You know what? She'll just go ahead and use her last fighting spirit to give herself advantage on these rolls.
All right.
Blast him.
So that would proc her sneak attack damage. Oh, nat 20.
Hey,
Barbs.
Wow.
No, he doesn't have that.
Impressive.
Nat 20.
I wish I could silvery barb.
David,
Do
you
I get
can
to-
get silvery barbs.
Roll double sneak
Dragon
attack
doesn't
damage.
have
you
as well.
double all
any
the
dice are doubled.
Oh, absolutely. Lovely. Ooh, I'm a good damage dash right now, too.
I mean, yes, I suppose I could homebrew a dragon that has silvery barbs, but that takes work.
I mean, most dragons can cast spells, right?
Not this one.
Maybe it's only ancients.
It's like a variant thing that they expanded in the Fizzband book.
I think this is one of Rosie's best crits. 62 damage.
Holy shite! Yeah, that's some good damage.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna roll again for my next attack.
All right.
Oh, me casting Aura of Life, drop concentration on Moonbeam.
Oh, all right. You guys would hear the faint sound of picking again, metal against stone.
Would I be able to see them doing the thing still?
From
Cal.
where you're at, I mean, Cal, you would be able to see. Yeah, they've started picking at it again,
Okay.
but it's still going to take them some time here. What was that?
It was at 26, so I'm just rolling
26 will
damage.
hit.
34 damage on the second hit.
Very nice.
And that will be Rosie's turn.
All right. That brings us to AAA. AAA, Clark, you there? You're muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Where'd the dragon go?
He
Dragon's
is
still up.
where he was. He has not moved.
He has
Sorry.
not been able to.
I was watching the screen. The dragon disappeared. I was like, where'd it go?
He's gone.
I'm just gonna keep blasting away. Hopefully, I do more damage this time.
Do it.
Nat 20. Oh, fucking yeah.
Hell yeah.
That is. Almost max damage. That is. That 18 plus 5. So that is 23 damage. And then second hit is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is max damage 15.
Okay.
Feels like the dice are making up for last round.
Right.
15 to hit doesn't hit.
15 does not hit.
And 13 does not hit.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that was my round.
All right. So that brings us to Dan.
Sweet. Big B's hand's gonna squeeze the neck some more.
Okay.
That's gonna be 16 bludgeoning damage.
Damn. Good consistent damage that has no save.
Yeah, I just use a bonus action, and when I do, it does 2d6 plus 5.
Squeeze.
It's a good spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a high level spell.
It's 5th level, yeah. I will throw out. I'll just shoot another firebolt. I'll step over here to peek.
Okay. Give me a roll to hit.
19.
Meets it, beats it.
8 fire damage.
Oh. How do you want to do it, Dan?
Nice.
Dan is squeezing the ever-loving fuck out of this dragon's neck. His eyes are like popping out. And I guess one of them pokes up enough over the fucking darkness bubbles, and it's like, yeah, that's my shot. And he shoots the eye, and it pops, and it goes through the head, and the whole thing just flares out the back. And he
Very
falls
messy.
It's gruesome.
Poor Odrin. You hear him swearing and cussing as this blood bursts, scattering and sizzling against the stone, and he's just trying to hop out and get out of the way. As this dragon falls, as the darkness dissipates and the bugs dissipate, you see the dark shadows lift as the room starts to lighten up, as this dragon starts to wheeze its last breaths. You see something interesting happen, though. You see this black dragon's shape start to change almost as the darkness, kind of the inky blackness from the scales on it seem to fade away, revealing kind of a silvery sheen.
Can I
Was it a-
try to discern what that means with my smart brain?
Give me a nature check.
Does my knowledge of dragons help with this at all?
I'd say you can have advantage here
23.
for a nature check. 23. Rez, are you on to roll as well?
Oh, sure.
I was saying you can have advantage for the dragon knowledge.
Yeah, I'd rather give Rosie advantage.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I will roll again. I rolled the exact same 23.
All right. So on a 23, you're not quite sure. Even on a 23, you can tell this is some kind of. You're not quite sure whether it's a parasite, whether it's a magical effect like a possession type thing. It's too hard to discern, especially because he's now dead and the effect has gone away. But what stands before you now, instead of a black dragon, is now a silver dragon.
Oh, interesting.
While that's going on, what are the 1T in the hallway doing?
So as the dragon breathes its last breaths, you don't hear metal on stone anymore tinking in the background.
I couldn't see that hallway with Cal though, so
And
what
as
do I
you
see?
you see that you're not, or I should say, you notice you're not hearing anything. So you swap over to Cal. You see kind of a gruesome sight. You see bones or piles of bones floating and slowly dissolving into pools of green acid.
Ooh. Well, that's
It's not very pleasant looking.
Huh. I think that does it, guys.
Well, damn. That hand is insane.
Dan will swing the dragon's head around by its neck a couple more times.
Really make sure.
Yeah, just shaking it, like a dead fucking.
Yeah,
snake.
I heard dragon tongue is a delicacy.
If it's a silver dragon, aren't silver dragons usually on the better side of things?
Generally, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, Loss.
So we don't want it waking up.
I don't think it's gonna wake up with the back of its head busted out.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, I could revivify.
I don't think that's necessary.
And on that note, AAA, as much as I would like to try the delicacy, the little gnome friend of yours said for me to grab the tongues. That's all right with y'all.
What?
Gnome friend.
You want
You know, your little gnome friend who's doing all of your maths for your monies.
What about him?
What's he want with the
right.
tongues?
He said he was going to make something for you with them. He wouldn't tell me what.
Did you just ruin his Christmas present to us?
I don't know what he's making with them, so I don't think so.
I'll take your word for it.
All right.
Take your tongues.
He takes out his sword and opens the mouth. And as he starts sawing, I will say everybody is going to hear a rumbling coming from the area that you guys previously came into this area from. As I would say, Dan probably would be the first one within this line of sight as you turn around to see the rumbling from the pool, as you see a small pile of gold start to rise and rise as it becomes a pile, then a mound, then a veritable horde as gold starts piling and piling in this area.
Oh, hell yes.
And do you have any spells to count?
Quickly? No. Fuck no.
Let's start scooping. Are there any cool items instead?
Yeah, we should probably check. Dan, can you get a detect magic going?
Yeah. Let me get one of those up. Can I get the hand to just sift through the gold quickly? Just find any big stuff and kind of set it off to the side.
Okay. Let's see. So
Anything that's
I would
not
say
damage.
it's kind of like sifting through fried rice for the pieces of meat in there.
Yeah.
For that hand. Yeah, it would be able to find a few things. It would find 3 chests filled with many a gemstone.
Hell yeah.
And you'll find one more odd-looking, best way I can describe it is like a wooden casket. But upon opening it, you would see that it does glow blue, as you see some items are in there.
Sweet.
So as far as that goes, you will see a few different items. First one is going to be a metal-looking tube. In one, it fits in about the size of the palm of your hand, and it looks like it's got a threaded attachment on one side. And it does glow blue as far as that goes.
Attachment. Okay. Is there anything that looks like it would screw onto that?
Come to think of it, that kind of looks like something that would fit on like a gun now that you look at it closer.
Rosie,
Yeah.
does this look like anything to you?
She'll pick it up. DM, does this look like something Rosie would know?
This looks like something with a slight proper modification so it will fit on a weapon. It looks like it could be used on one of your guns.
She'll screw it on to her not best weapon just in case.
All right.
It's cursed.
Just in
Got
case.
him.
I knew it.
So
Okay.
she'll screw it onto, I guess, her other revolver.
Okay.
And take a shot at the water.
And as you take a shot, this confuses you at first, as you only hear the sound of the bullet hitting the water. There is no thunderous bang.
Oh my god.
It is completely silent. It is magically silent.
Oh, she's gonna unwind that thing and put it on her good one.
Okay. Like I said, it will require some modification, so you'll probably have to do that when you get some downtime, but it would fit with some modification.
Dope.
Then, as far as the other items go, let's see, pull through the list here.
What was that doing on Faerun?
Maybe he came from a different realm.
It must have.
Do the other items in this casket look similarly foreign?
I would say it's a mix. Some of these definitely look like they belong here. Like you would see a set of robes in there that definitely look more like from this area. But then you see some other items that look different. Like there's a sword in there that, or not a sword, a axe in there that looks otherworldly. It's got some runes inscribed that you have not seen, and it doesn't match anything that you've seen in Faerun either.
Looks like this dragon was quite the collector.
Good for us.
Yeah, seriously. Well, we should probably start stashing this shit.
Rosie's really distracted looking at how to fix this silencer to her gun.
And let's start scooping gold into our bags and get moving.
And Dan will cast Identify on the robes.
Okay. Pulling it up here.
And if anybody tells her to help, she'll stop. But unless somebody tells her to stop looking at the silencer, she won't.
I mean, I think you can enjoy your little silencer.
Okay.
Little silencer.
She
Yeah, her
magic
little
weapon right now.
silencer. Her wee silencer.
How big is it compared to the gun?
Very
That's a
excited.
good question, honestly, because she has a revolver here.
I have a revolver and a snub nose.
Which one do you use more? Is it the revolver or the snub nose?
Snub nose. That's the one she uses.
So I'd say it probably would look a little bit bigger than the snub nose because the snub noses are pretty tiny as far as that goes.
Okay.
They pack a big punch. As for Dan with the identification, you would realize this is a robe of stars.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do?
I will post it in chat.
Oh, stars is a pretty good item.
Yeah, +1 to all saving throws while you wear it. You get a number of stars on it that you
6
can
stars.
pull off. 6 stars that you can cast Magic Missile with as a 5th level spell.
Oh.
And while wearing it, you can use an action to enter the astral plane along with everything you're wearing and carrying, and remain there until you use an action to return to the plane you were on.
So it's kind of like rope trick, but without needing a spell slot.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
I could take it. Gary pipes up.
Har har.
Slow your roll there, buddy. That is handy. I mean, if we got some time, if it doesn't sound like this place is collapsing, I'll identify the rest of the items.
I would say, yeah, it doesn't look like the place is collapsing as far as that goes. So you got some time, to say the least. And then I would say one of the other things that you will notice in there, aside from the casket, the hand will be able to scoop out a few other items that are just kind of sifted through the gold as the gold pours out of its hand. You will see a pair of gauntlets that look like they are made out of some kind of metal that I would say you have not seen before.
Okay. Well, we'll take a peek at those.
Okay. You would also find a book that is bound. Probably, if you had to take a guess, it's probably flesh.
Dope.
You will also find a cloak as well. And let's see. There it is. You'll also find a crown in there as well. These are all the items that would be magical out of the loot.
Oh, a crown.
Yes. So you would, as you get a close look to it,
There's a crown,
you see
an axe, a cloak, a silencer,
yes,
and a book.
cloak, silencer, some gauntlets.
Oh, and the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and then a book bound in flesh.
Dan will ID each of them if we've got the time, if we're willing to chill here for a bit.
I don't mind. It does smell rather putrid, but that really bothers me.
We can take a short rest.
Okay. That is up to the party here. I know we're past 11. Do we want to call it here and then I can post them all and you guys can go through it later? Or do we want to do that all now?
I think it'd be best to do it or later. I'm definitely getting pretty exhausted.
So
That is fair. You did drive a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the end of my ropes too.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. So good session. Let's quick do MVP.
I'll say Rosie.
I'll vote Dan for not only stopping the Black Dragon, but getting the killing blow.
Yeah.
I'll go Dan too.
I was gonna vote Rosie. That's a lot of damage.
I was tied between Rosie and Dan because Dan kept some good crowd control on that Black Dragon.
Yeah.
between the wall and Bigby's hand. That did a lot of fucking work.
That's not what I was thinking.
I'll wrestle a dragon.
Rosie was just invisible, shooting, going pew pew.
Yeah.
So is
Meanwhile,
it a tie
Dan's
or-
just choking his dragon.
'cause I voted for Rosie. Dan voted for Rosie. Rez voted for
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah, 3 for Dan, 2 for Rosie.
Oh, okay.
Yep.